Welcome back, everyone, to the Sixers and the Suns here this evening. Suns come in at 16-9 overall, and the Sixers come in at 19-8 and won the first game on this trip as they defeated the Washington Bullets in overtime. And here's the starting lineup now for Philadelphia.
At forward from Auburn, number 34, Charles Barkley. At forward from Hampton Institute, number 44, Rick Mahorn. At center from Duke, number 42, Mike Jaminski. At guard from Michigan, number 14, Ricky Green. At guard from Bradley, number 33, Hersey Hawkins.
The starting lineup for the Sixers: Barkley, Mahorn, Jaminski, with Hersey Hawkins and Ricky Green in the backcourt. The head coach is Jimmy Lynam, and his assistant Fred Carter. Sixers 19-8, 13-2 at home, 6-6 on the road, and now the Phoenix Suns.
At forward from Utah, number 24, Tom Chambers. At forward from Wichita State, number 35, the X-Man Xavier McDaniel. At center from Old Dominion, number 41, Mark West. At guard from Iowa State, number 14, Jeff Hornacek. And at guard from California, number 7, KJ Kevin Johnson. Officials for tonight's game are Jack Madden, Ron Garrison, and Mark.
For the Phoenix Suns, Tom Chambers, Xavier McDaniel, Mark West, Jeff Hornacek, and Kevin Johnson. As a look at Cotton Fitzsimmons, the head coach of the Suns. As I said, they're 16-9 overall. And one of the few teams in the league with a winning record on the road, 7-5. They're 9-4 here at Memorial Coliseum. Before the game, we had an opportunity to chat with the head coach of the Phoenix Suns, an old friend, Cotton Fitzsimmons.
Well, first of all, Sir Charles Barkley, let's get that straight. I respect him a great deal. I think we'll double-team him sometimes, but not a lot, because I think the big job with the Sixers is making sure a Ricky Green, a Rick Mahorn, a Mike Jaminski, an Anderson don't have the big nights. Charles and Hersey Hawkins, they'll get theirs every night. We're just going to try to keep Charles from having one of those super nights.
The officials for tonight's game: Jack Madden, Ron Garrison, and Mark Wunderlich. As you heard Cotton talk about trying to stop Charles Barkley, who has really been playing well. He's been frightening. Tonight's tip-off is brought to you by Miller Highlights. The best come shining through. Neil Funk, Steve Mix at Veterans Memorial Coliseum, but only for another year, and then they'll move into a brand spanking new building here in downtown Phoenix. Sixers win the tap and go to work. Jaminski short with a turnaround, and the Phoenix Suns have their first offensive opportunity. Kevin Johnson for Hornacek. Nope. The rebound, Mike Jaminski. Mahorn backing in, twists and fires and missed that. Air ball picked out of the air by Charles. Back up, double clutched and scored. Charles his first rebound, and on the putback his first field goal.
Nice to see the 76ers come down and work their offense. That's going to be key for them.
Jimmy said that he would like for him to keep the tempo down, run their set offense, and pick and choose the spots where they can run. Hersey, as the ball rolled loose, picks it up off the floor, and the Sixers go to work again. Charles thought about a three measures one, unloads, and in and out, no good, and the rebound, Kevin Johnson. Wanted to flick it up ahead, but mishandled. orchestrated guards in the league. Bowling, firing, McDaniel missing, and the rebound, Charles Barkley. Hersey. Pumped into Mahorn, just off the box on the right side. The turnaround is good. It'll count, and a foul. That'll be on West. West the foul, and Rick Mahorn a chance to the bottom into the three-point play.
There's some good matchups for both teams out there. You see West guarding Rick Mahorn. Rick gave a nice little move to the paint area, faded away to the baseline. If you're going to be a good low post player, you've got to have both of those moves. Be able to come into the middle and shoot the shot and fade away to the baseline.
5-0 Philadelphia. Mahorn a field goal and a free throw. Barkley a field goal. And Phoenix looking to get on the board. Hornacek for Chambers, stolen by Mahorn. He jumps into the passing lane. Hawkins behind his back. Hersey has trouble with it. Loose picked up by Charles. In the lane, and then dribbles out of the lane and double dribble call.
Absolutely. He caught the ball off the dribble initially. Looked and saw West underneath. Put another dribble out and took it out beyond the three-point lane. He did that in Washington the other night, double dribbled. Referee was late making that call.
Well, I guess he tried to make a smart play there, get out of the lane before 3 seconds was called. McDaniel or Chambers. And Charles trips in and steals. Second steal of the game for the Sixers. Charles drives, scoops, no. And here come the Phoenix Suns. This is the kind of game they like here. Running. Bad pass. Kevin Johnson, you don't see him make many of those. Chambers and Mahorn got a piece of that. West inside, short, follow good. His miss popped right back to him. 5-2. Charles Barkley to Jaminski, cutting on the layup good.
A nice slice by Mike Jaminski and a nice read by Charles Barkley as Mark West was kind of falling asleep a little bit defensively, and the Sixers took advantage of it.
And a 20-second timeout taken by Cotton Fitzsimmons with his club trailing 7-2.
Tomorrow night at 8, it's college football with Oregon State Bucks taking on the Colorado State Rams in the Freedom Bowl here on CHL 17.
That's got to be Ducks.
Oregon State Ducks.
I think,
It's
isn't
the
it?
Bucks. Yeah, it's the Ducks.
I don't know. Maybe they're the Bucks.
No, they're the
Buccaneers.
Ducks.
What's the University of Oregon?
There's that nice feed by Charles Barkley to the slicing Mike Jaminski.
Oh, the Beavers, right? Beavers and the Ducks. Yeah.
Beavers and the Ducks.
Yeah, the Bucks are in Milwaukee somewhere. Driving Kevin Johnson following the Cotton Fitzsimmons 20 and has his first field goal, and it's 7-4 Philadelphia. This is game 2 of this road trip. It continues in Los Angeles. I'll tell you more about that as this game wears on. Charles ducks in off the glass and the rim and goes.
Well, I'm amazed that the Suns just let Charles Barkley back down the X-Man without double teaming him. That's a difficult assignment if you're not going to double team.
Well, I think their philosophy, Steve, or at least if you look at the papers, was as Chambers unloads and misses, McDaniel's trying to go up his foul, but I think their philosophy was, hey, we know Charles is going to score, so we might as well let him get his 35 and hope that we can keep everybody else down to about what the Sixers are averaging, right?
Well, you're right. When you take a look at both teams' averages, the Phoenix Suns averaging 119 points per game. They are the second leading scoring team in the NBA behind Denver, and Philadelphia is averaging 109. The Phoenix Suns, in order for them to win tonight, they will have to play their game. That is, push the ball up the floor, and you've seen them push it up a couple times before. They cannot get into that physical style of play with the 76ers that the 76ers want to play. Stay in their game, push it up, and try to outscore them. The other thing the Suns are going to have to do is they've had a lot of trouble in the third quarter coming out of the locker room, maintaining a lot of concentration. They've scored in the low 20s a few times, and they just really have to come out and play good, solid defense and get to the defensive board so they can get into the running game.
Barkley one-on-one in the eye for Chambers, Kane, and they pick it off. This will be Kevin Johnson coast to coast, and he jams one.
Well, that time they gave the double team quicker than they did the last time down the floor. That they were able to make the steal. Kevin Johnson goes in for the easy one.
Ricky Green for Hersey. Hornacek step his feet, another steal. Kevin Johnson is fouled by Ricky Green before he could get up ahead of steam.
That play was created because Hornacek did an excellent job of playing defense on Hersey Hawkins. Stayed on his feet, maintained good body position between Hersey and the basket. Once Hersey put it on the floor, Hornacek was able to strip it. KJ was able to pick it up, draw the foul.
Hornacek looked, and there was nothing there. Hersey fell down in the middle, but no damage done. Kevin Johnson, Chambers down the lane, a running right-hander that he pushed up on the rim and good.
It's amazing how scorers and good shooters can get those bounces where if you and I'd go out there, that sucker would bounce halfway out to midcourt, wouldn't it?
Speak for yourself.
Thank you.
Charles, the jumper, nothing but net off the right side. Charles doing it inside and then stepping outside. West from Hornacek. Running hook is a beauty. You don't look at West to really be a big-time scorer, but each year, Steve, he gets a little bit better offensively.
And I was going to say, that's a new move in his repertoire. Last year, he'd just take those little turnaround jump shots or go for the offensive rebound, but that little running left-handed hook is a nice move.
Hersey from outside as the crowd got very quiet. The miss, and Hornacek tracked down the rebound. Kevin Johnson, the lob, and Chambers that hit the heel of the rim and bounced way out.
How about Mike Jaminski?
Yeah, that almost went in. Ricky Green, heel of the rim. That's all. The long rebound to Kevin Johnson. He's trying to pick up the speed of the game. Chambers unloads. Nope. Rebound. Ricky Green. Loose ball foul. It's going to be against Ricky Green, and the timeout taken by the Phoenix Suns. They have the lead by 1, 12-11 after a quick start for the Sixers. And we'll be right back.
They said it couldn't be done. But now you can get an Oldsmobile for $99.10. For a limited time, big national, local, and first-time buyer rebates make this special offer possible. And this Olds is really equipped. Electronic fuel injection, automatic transmission, 31 miles per gallon, power rack and pinion steering, power brakes, AM/FM stereo, air conditioning. So why pay thousands more for an ordinary car when you can get an Oldsmobile for $99.10? Test drive a Cutlass now, because like all good things, this offer ends soon.
The smallest particle known to man is the quark. Quarks throw a party and form an electron. Electrons form molecules, and molecules form things like spatulas and platypuses. Sometimes the fastest and lightest molecules get together and form a cheetah, or a rocket, or Jerry Rice. Under ideal conditions, they form the Nike Air Trainer TW Lite, the lightest, fastest Nike cross-training shoe in the world. So you can wait 12 billion years for these to occur randomly in nature, or buy a pair pre-assembled today. Isn't science wonderful?
The unintelligent way.
Water blew out our systems. Are the computers down? Take a look. What about the phone? Bring it off the hook. That's some backup system you got there, Steve.
The intelligent way.
Water blew out our systems. Are the computers down? Take a look. And the phone? Bring it off the hook. That's some backup system you got there, Steve.
For customized disaster prevention and recovery solutions, call Bell Atlantic.
Remember, Sixer fans, to watch the Sixers return to the Spectrum on Monday, January 7th, to take on David Robinson and the San Antonio Spurs. Great seats are still available, which is hard to imagine when you have the San Antonio Spurs coming to town. Call 336-2000 for tickets.
Yes, capacity crowd. David Robinson, one of the young stars in the NBA, and great player. Sixers and Suns both are 5 for 11 from the floor for 45%, and the Suns lead it by 1, 12-11 after the Sixers got out to a 7-2 lead. There's Xavier McDaniel, the X-Man, going to work inside, and it's 14-11.
That's one thing that he really brings to the Phoenix Suns, is a solid post-up player.
Jaminski against Chambers. The hook, way off target, the rebound West. Kevin Johnson stops and pops. Nope. Rebound tapped by Hornacek, wouldn't go. The follow West is good. They've done a good job rebounding, and they've out-rebounded the Sixers 9-5 here in the early going.
West, the third leading offensive rebounder on this team. I'll tell you what, they do pound the offensive boards with the X-Man, West, Chambers.
And here's a foul way outside. McDaniel fouling Charles Barkley. Here comes Manute into the game. Bull makes his first appearance. Mike Kaminsky will sit down.
Manute Bull, replacing Mike Kaminsky in the Sixers lineup.
Manute hands to Charles. Played by McDaniel. Charles picked up his dribble and nowhere to go. Now he gets it back. Fires the jumper, and nothing but net again. Charles shaking his head at McDaniel like, if you're going to play off me, I'm going to kill you with that shot.
Well, if you're the Phoenix Suns, though, you'd rather have Charles take the jump shot than drive to the basket.
Exactly. McDaniel and Cotton screaming for an illegal defense call and got what he wanted.
Warning, number 34.
Phoenix Suns playing smart that time down the floor. X-Man realized that Andre Turner was on him. Hornacek cuts out to the left side. Nice pass out there. Caught the 76ers in the illegal defense.
And if the Sixers would get a second one, it would be one of the rare times that you'll see the Sixers put the other team at the free throw line before they get there on that call. Hersey with a steal and a driving layup. And he draws the Sixers back to within one at 16-15.
You know, taking a look at this pace, 16-15 with 4.5 to go. This pace is pretty much on schedule for what the 76ers won, low 100s.
West. Well, Phoenix, one of those teams that's capable of playing kind of at a slower speed. And there's a turnaround on McDaniel. McDaniel with 6 in the game now. Playing it at a slower speed, Steve, and then picking a spot in the game and exploding. And just one run of like 8-10 points, and suddenly you got a big hole. Charles drives and is fouled as he went up to dunk it.
Well, if the 76ers and Phoenix Suns, if they're held to the low 100s or barely to 100, as we take a look at Charles Barkley driving the baseline on the X-Man, but the Phoenix Suns are just 1-5 this season if they are held to under 100 points. So they are not accustomed to being held under 100, and if they can get the running game going like you said, it'll be a lot easier for them. We talked about the Phoenix Suns. Now let's tell you what the Philadelphia 76ers are going to have to do to win tonight's ball game. They're going to have to control the tempo. You heard Jimmy in the pregame talk about that briefly. And the Suns are just 1-5 when they hold the ball under, when they're held under 100. The 76ers must get big games out of Charles Barkley and Hersey Hawkins. I feel those two players, if they can score 20 points for Hawkins, 30 for Charles, then they've got a good shot of winning.
Hornacek from long range after Charles went 1 of 2 at the line. 18-16. Phoenix by 2 as the Sixers go to work. Hersey driving and scoring. Nice drive as he floated it up over West, who was a good shot blocker. Right now for the Sixers, Andre Turner, Hersey Hawkins in the backcourt. Bull, Mahorn, and Barkley the front line. For Phoenix, Kevin Johnson down the lane, scoop, score. Boy, he is so quick. He's got to be the quickest guard in the league.
He
just
really
off
is.
the dribble.
Yep, comes off that dribble, split both Rick Mahorn and Charles Barkley for the layup.
Trying to go between defenders is Charles and the foul, and this is going to be charged to Marley.
Take a look at KJ splitting Charles Barkley, Rick Mahorn going in for the layup. You're right. He has one of the quickest moves off the dribble of anybody in the league.
He's got that explosive first step, Steve, but then he continues to be fast.
Yep.
So I mean, it's not like he changes pace on him.
Then he picks it up a notch.
Yeah. Timeout taken by Philadelphia with 3:25 left to play here in the first quarter. The Suns lead by 2, 20-18.
Raycom brings you complete coverage of the 7th Annual Freedom Bowl, December 29th at 8 p.m. Earl Bruce and the tough Colorado State Rams collide head-on with the Pac-10's high-flying Oregon Ducks. Don't wait till New Year's Day for great college football bowl game excitement. Catch all the action live December 29th at 8 p.m. when Oregon and Colorado State battle it out in the Freedom Bowl, coast to coast. The best games are on Raycom.
Saturday at 8 on PHL 17.
Don't be nothing wrong about my man. He don't drive no fancy car. Don't need no college degree. Don't be nothing wrong about my man. He means everything to me. He's my strength, and his love rings too. I let them never fear the best gun shining through.
At a time when you need every little edge, your Oldsmobile dealer gives you all the edge you need. Introducing alternate transportation. When you leave your car off for warranty service, Oldsmobile doesn't leave you. Your Olds dealer will help you get where you're going and pick up the cost. Catch a taxi, hop on our shuttle, or take a loaner for as long as you need it. Alternate transportation. It's one more reason why Oldsmobile is your key to quality cars and better dealer service.
When you take a look at the points in the paint, you realize how important your low post game is. The Philadelphia 76ers and the Phoenix Suns have combined for 28 points, 14 apiece, out of the combined 38 points totally scored in the first quarter. Charles Barkley is leading the way for the 76ers with 9. It becomes very, very important to establish a low post game. Hersey Hawkins with a nice drive to the baseline, overshoots the basket. Rick Mahorn right there takes it back up. He's going to draw the foul.
Foul to number 41, Mark West.
Mark West with the foul. Rick Mahorn will go to the line to shoot 2.
His second. Rick Mahorn at the line shooting 2.
Rick can pull the Philadelphia 76ers to within 1. If he makes them both, it'll be tied once again.
Andrew Lang in the Suns lineup replacing Mark West.
Andrew Lang now in the ball game for Mark West. Andrew Lang, a good rebounder for the Phoenix Suns. Philadelphia 76ers going to their half-court trap. Nice dish off by KJ to Lang, slicing Lang. He misses a shot. Sixers on the run. Barkley all over Hornacek. Good move by Charles Barkley. Overpowered Hornacek. Saw the nice play that time by Tom Chambers. Headed out on the right side. Manute Bol underneath the basket. You take a look at it. Nice dish off out to the right side. Manute goes for it, brings it back under, draws the contact, lays it up. Good move that time by Tom Chambers. Pace is starting to pick up just a tad.
22-22 with 2:47 left to play. As Andre Turner comes left side for Hersey. And Lang the rebound.
Welcome back, partner.
I'm not really all the way back. Mark that down.
Andrew Lang up above everybody on the offensive rebound. Andrew Lang's philosophy is, on rebounding anyway, let me work hard, let me have good timing, and I will get the offensive rebounds.
Lang picks off the pass at the baseline and then throws it right into the hands of Ron Anderson. And then stolen away by Marley, who scores.
Thunder Dan with the steal. Thunder Dan Marley got that nickname when he was at Central Michigan. Put him in there with KJ. They call him Lightning here in Phoenix.
Suns ball.
You rolling along?
I'm rolling along. I'm trying to hang in there with you, partner.
I don't know.
Oh, got a little grease on it there, huh?
Loose ball foul number 14, Jeff Hornacek. With a penalty. His first.
Suns are in the penalty now.
Hersey Hawkins to the free throw line shooting 2.
Hawkins, although the crowd doesn't like it, goes to the free throw line and misses the first.
Hawkins, one of the better free throw shooters on this team, shooting 87%. You don't see him miss too many free throws. He misses that first one.
Makes the second, and it is 27-23.
Pace all of a sudden quickened up a little bit.
Kevin Johnson slicing through the lane.
Andre Turner with no help that time. Needed some help. Did not get any. KJ with a nice drive down the paint as Ron Anderson hits one from the right side. Marley bringing it up. Thunder Dan over to Hornacek. People ask me out here in Phoenix today, can Manute Bull help the Philadelphia 76ers? Right there, you see one of the reasons why. Marley drives the baseline, gets by Manute, takes it to the opposite side. Manute with the long arms, being 7'7", can block the shot. Now we've got a little problem with the time clock. Shouldn't be that much time. They're saying there's 23 seconds left. It went off the Phoenix Suns. They should take some time off that clock. They come up here, they're asking the timekeeper how much time is left. He said, put 1 second up there. We'll go with that one. Are you guessing here or what? What's the scoop? 11 minutes. No, we've got a second. I've got to tell you that this franchise is on its 31st home sellout now, and you got to wonder sometimes how far this team has really come. You take a look back in 1968 during their first season, their first exhibition game. They played in Fort Huachuca in Arizona here. They had 2 people show up. Marley with the offensive rebound. Good smart play that time by Marley to kick it back out to KJ. Once again, Manute for the block. Stay in there, Manute. Through the defense. I'll tell you what, the entire defense for the Phoenix Suns converged on Charles Barkley that time. Charles went up through all of them. Dunked it, turned around, gave the ball, and said, here, take that. KJ at the top with 10 seconds to go. Keep him from driving. Hornacek at the buzzer. Manute pulls it down. That's it. We played one here in Phoenix, Arizona. Suns have a 2-point lead, 29-27. And we'll be back after this.
They said it couldn't be done. But now you can get an Oldsmobile for $99.10. For a limited time, big national, local, and first-time buyer rebates make this special offer possible. And this Olds is really equipped. Electronic fuel injection, automatic transmission, 31 miles per gallon, power rack and pinion steering, power brakes, AM/FM stereo, air conditioning. So why pay thousands more for an ordinary car when you can get an Oldsmobile for $99.10? Test drive a Cutlass now, because like all good things, this offer ends soon.
What a friend's for. Times it was a joke, he played me for a fool. But what are friends for? Well, I remember once he stole my girl, but that's okay, I stole his too. By that man in the middle of dinner, the bed comes shining through. By that man in the middle.
Sunshine Boys out in the cold. Sixers Heat Friday at 7:30 on PHL 17.
Hi, this is Howard Stern. We're here on the set of the Howard Stern Show. I was going to put on a duck suit with my bald head and sailor's cap but I decided not to.
No.
Now, I just want you to watch Friday nights at 11 o'clock on PHL 17. And what is PHL 17? What do I have to wear, a satellite dish on my head to pick it up?
This is PHL 17 Philadelphia, a Taft station.
You're watching Sixers basketball on PHL 17.
Kurt Rambis.
We are back. Philadelphia 76ers are down by 2 to the Phoenix Suns, and you're going to have to put up with me here for the next few minutes as they're trying to fix my partner Neil Funk's microphone. Bear with us for a few minutes. The Phoenix Suns shooting 48% in the first quarter, maintain that 2-point lead. Philadelphia 76ers doing a good job on the offensive end, shooting 52%. Rebounds are 13 to 10 in favor of the Phoenix Suns. KJ out high on the right side. Set the lineup for you. Andre Turner and Hersey Hawkins at guards. Forwards Ron Anderson, Jason Williams, Manute Bol in the pivot. Anderson shoots from the left side. That's no good. Thunder Dan Marley with the rebound, pushes it up to KJ. What a smooth player KJ is. Rambis slices down the lane. Phoenix Suns love to push it up. Phoenix Suns with a 4-point lead. Andre Turner at the top, calling the play. See Hersey waving Manute out of the way. ISO on the left side. Little fadeaway. It's good. Hersey Hawkins maintains. He's got to shoot well. We told you that. That's 6 now for Hawk. It's going to be up to Charles Barkley and Hersey Hawkins. Those two players have to score for the Philadelphia 76ers. As KJ takes advantage of Andre Turner. Gives him a little move to the paint. Drives to the baseline. Draws the foul.
His first team foul. KJ to the line shooting 2.
Turnovers the first quarter. 76ers quite high. They had 6 first period turnover. They're one of the better teams in the league at protecting the ball. Had a little bit more than 14 per game. They had 6 in the first quarter alone. Phoenix Suns doing a good job defensively on the Philadelphia 76ers. KJ knocks down the other one. 4-point lead once again for the Phoenix Suns. Andre Turner brings it up. It'll be ISO'd once again as Manute Bol goes to the opposite side. Can Dan Marley stay with him? Fade away. Good job by the Phoenix Suns as Lane came over to double team Hawks. KJ pushes it up. Oh, that's a great play that time by KJ. Looked like he was going to pull over the foul line for the jumper. If Manute Bol didn't respect the shot, he was going to take it. Manute had to come out. Rambis cut to the lane. Good pass. Excellent pass. One of the better passers in the league. Averaging 9.5 assists per game. For 3, short. Thunder, Dan Marley from Lightning KJ. You've got the Thunder Lightning show out here right now. We've got a 20-second timeout as Jimmy Slam does not want this game to get carried away. The Phoenix Suns up by 8 with 9:34 to go. We've got a 20-second. Suns are on an 8-0 run right now. It's amazing when you take a look at it. These are the types of runs that the Phoenix Suns can make, and that's why Jimmy Lynam called that 20-second timeout. He does not want this game to get out of hand. The Phoenix Suns can do that in a hurry.
Sixers will inbound near the timeline. Following the 20, 37-29, Phoenix with 9:31 left to play. here in the first half. Hawkins matched up with Majerle, and there's the foul off the ball on Jason Williams.
Take a look at the replay. We'll see Jason Williams throw that right arm. Rambus doing an excellent job of overplaying Williams. Williams throws that right arm. Rambus doing a good job of acting, coming from L.A. and doing a little Hollywood right there.
Rambus gunned underneath, and the banker won't go down, and Jason Williams fights for the rebound and couldn't hang on, and the Suns get it underneath their own basket.
Are you back now?
I'm back.
All right, welcome back.
Great seat, though, I'll tell you that. Second row, center court.
I got overtime.
You got what?
Overtime pay. While you were gone.
Guy behind you is laughing
I know.
Well, he gave me a seat. That was a good one, too. 37-29. Great speed underneath. That was with authority.
Yep, and that's the same type of pass that Magic Johnson used to throw Rambus when they were in L.A. That quick pass above the head and just beyond the outstretched fingers of the defensive player. He learned, I'll tell you what, he did learn that from Magic Johnson. That was a great pass by Rambus.
Barkley dribble drive, and then slips it off to Jason. He fights it up on the glass and good. 39-31, Suns by 8. 8.5 left. Kevin Johnson on his way to the hole. The foul, that basket wouldn't have counted even had it gone on the initial shot by Kevin Johnson. It was fouled well outside.
Second team foul on the 76ers.
Only the second team foul on the Sixers.
Back into the Philadelphia lineup for
and it will be a sideline inbound for
Turner back in.
Kurt Rambus.
For Ricky Green.
Jason Williams matched up with Rambus. Andre Turner with Kevin Johnson. Majerle, baseline. Rambus running in and walking call. Caught it, couldn't make up his mind whether to put it on the floor or not.
You're right. He caught it running in. You were right the first time.
Tried to trick him.
Yep. 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. Oops. Too late now.
Ron Anderson for Charles in the two-man game. And the whistle and the foul. Crowd a little extra roar as Charles tried to pound it home after the whistle. Foul was on Majerle. There's a look at it right there as he tried to defend Charles.
Tell you what, that was a nice entry pass that time by Ron Anderson.
If you wanted to see how to throw poor entry passes, you had to watch the Bullets the other night.
Oh, man, there are some awful entry passes that night. Unbelievable.
Driving Majerle all the way to the hole. Nobody picked him up. And once he got to the free throw line, he said, why not? 41-31, Suns by 10, timeout. Jimmy lineup. Sixers talk it over, trailing by 10 with 7:44 left to play here in the first half.
Mr. and Mrs. Something.
No, it's Doris Day and James Garner, and we've planned a very special Sunday double feature for the family.
You did what?
At 2, Doris plays a loving housewife who becomes an instant television star in The Thrill of It All. At 4, Jim rediscovers his believed-to-be-dead wife on his wedding day in Move Over, Darling. It's Doris and Jim, Sunday beginning at 2 on PHL 17.
Right now, bank on the best in big year-end savings from your Quality Plus Ford dealer. You'd best get moving now for world-class savings on the all-new Escort. Save big on Tempo, save big on Probe, or make your best year-end deal on Taurus. Your Quality Plus Ford dealer has it all. Cashback savings, finance savings, and option savings. And limited time incentives could save you hundreds more. Savings you can take all the way to the bank.
Your Quality Plus Ford dealer lets you bank on the best.
Who could that be? It's Coach Thompson and my mom with today's word. Today's word is stupid. Ooh, stupid. What's stupid? Not listening to Coach Thompson is stupid. Not Not listening to your mom.
The place needs to be straightened up. Something's going to have to be done.
Dropping out of school is stupid. Don't be stupid. Stay in school.
Yeah. And another thing.
And always listen to your mom.
Instead of making commercials, you need to develop a hook shop.
Sixers get back off this road trip, and on January 12th, they'll take on the New Jersey Nets, young and improving with one of the very, very good young players in the game, Derek Coleman, assuming that he is back from that ankle injury, which he probably will be. Tickets are on sale at all Ticketmaster locations, 336-2000 for ticket information.
There were some question marks about Derek Coleman initially, but I don't see it. You know, he's going to be an excellent player.
I think the only question mark now would be, and I think you were talking to me about this today, is that he seems to be hurt a lot. He seems to be injury prone.
Well, you know, that's a rookie. You know, you're going to play 82 games, and you're going to have to play through some of these injuries, depending on the severity of it. I mean, ankle injuries can keep you out for a short period of time, or they can keep you out for a month or more. So it depends on, obviously, the severity of it. But you don't want to take a chance if you're the New Jersey Nets, and they're not going to get into the playoffs. It doesn't, you wouldn't think, unless they really start playing well. But give him a chance to heal up, let him come back and get it back into his game, because he was playing exceptionally well.
Jason Williams knocks down the second one, and it's 41-33. And at the other end, Phoenix again tries to get the quick basket. And the push foul. It's on Ron Anderson.
13 fouls.
And Ceballos goes to the free throw line.
Stay tuned for the Miller Lite fourth quarter shootout. Tonight, one lucky fan will have a chance to win some great prizes courtesy of Miller Lite in PHL 17.
Ceballos very nearly airballs the first one, just grazed the front of the rim. There's another coming in the air, and good this time. 42-33 with 7:26 left to play here in the first half. We're at Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Phoenix, Arizona. Neil Funk with Steve Mix. Sometimes just Steve Mix by himself. It depends. Depends on whether I want to go up and sit in those good seats. Horn for Barkley. Swung to Andre Turner, and he had to kick it back.
Andre, you've got to take those shots. You had the shot.
Charles has to take one as the shot clock ran down, and not a good one, but forced to take it anyway. Rambis hustles after the loose ball, and the Suns push it up. Kevin Johnson unloads from the top. Nope. Lang the rebound after a good push-off. That went undetected. There's a great feed. Chambers to Johnson.
Chambers has really been working this entire year on improving his game, and that's one of the areas he has improved upon. He is also trying to improve his rebounding. As a matter of fact, the last 6 or 7 games, he has averaged 10 rebounds per game while only taking 5 shots less. So he is really trying to be a team player.
Anderson misses. Ball tipped out, and a loose ball foul. That's on Rick Mahorn or Jason Williams. It's on Jason. I'll tell you what else. That was a great flash at the baseline by Kevin Johnson, and then a terrific pass from Chambers. Here's a look at the last play.
You see Jason Williams come flying in. Boom. Not a smart move. That's actually a rookie move that time by Jason Williams. He had no shot at getting that rebound. Just banged into Andre Lang.
Jaminski and Mahorn and Barkley with Andre Turner and Hersey Hawkins. And the Sixers show some pressure. An 11-point Suns lead and the basketball.
Tough to pressure KJ too much, you know.
Oh, wow. They doubled him there, and a kick ball, but a new 24 for Phoenix.
Talking about Kevin Johnson. He really didn't start enjoying basketball till he was a senior in high school, and he realized that, hey, maybe I can get a scholarship at college and get a college degree and have an opportunity to go on after basketball. But his number one sport when he was in high school was baseball. I think he was drafted by the Oakland A's, wasn't he?
I'll tell you one thing. There's the drive, and then he tried to dish as he heard the whistle. I'll tell you one thing. He is, in my view anyway, right now at his age, maybe the best point guard in the game.
I think you're right. I mean, you take a look.
You don't hear much about him in the East.
No.
But
take a look at Magic. Magic is on the downside of his career. Kevin Johnson is still possibly on the upside. And Michael Jordan, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, he's about anything you want him to be. He can be a point, he can be a 2, he can be a 3 sometime. But as a pure point guard, Kevin Johnson is certainly 1, 2, or 3 in the league.
You get some argument, I guess, in the West for Stockton and in the East maybe for Price occasionally.
Well, Kevin Johnson has more speed than Price.
Does he have speed?
Yes.
He's not like one of those Indianapolis stars. He's like that dog on the side of the bus. Greyhound. 45-33 as the Sixers go to work. Hawkins from a horn. Doubled from behind, but kicks it to Jaminski. Far side. Jumper won't go. Chambers the rebound. Hornacek. Underrated, but rewarded with a big-time contract recently.
Only underrated outside of Phoenix.
You got it. Kevin Johnson. KJ uses the screen and tried to run a little pick and roll. Didn't go. 6 on the shot clock. 5-4. Runner by Chambers in and out. And the rebound, Mike Jaminski.
You know, it's nice to see Mike Jaminski continue to hustle because on the offensive end, shooting 38%, you could pretty much say, well, the heck, I'm not going to go out there and continue to hustle. But he's out there defensively, working hard, getting the offensive or defensive rebound. Charles Barkley goes in, slices between the players and dunks it. But give Mike credit, he's working hard out there.
Charles just exploded past Phoenix defenders. 45-35, Suns by 10. Chambers. Good defense, poked away by Andre Turner, and a reach-in foul. It's on Charles Barkley.
Yeah, you talk about explosion. You said it right. He explodes to the basket. Take a look at Rambis coming over, Lane coming over. He was able to blow by Tom Chambers. Once he got by there, the defense of the Phoenix Suns couldn't do anything about it.
Chambers at the free throw line. 5 points. And 6.
Tom's been doing a good job on the boards for the Phoenix Suns the last 5-6 games, averaging a little bit better than 10 rebounds per game. The other night he had 24 points, which tied his season high.
Chambers pumps again and good again, and it is 47-35, the 12-point lead. But Phoenix has things where they like it right now. A double-digit lead. And they're like a fighter. They'll look for an opening where they can run off another one of those 6-8-point runs and blow the game open. Foul as Charles twisted his way to the basket.
Basket is good by Charles.
You've seen Charles Barkley do this move a number of times. Get the defensive player leaning toward the basket. He just ducks under him. Goes up under the arm, draws the contact, gets the foul called, and is still strong enough to get the shot off and make it. Charles now has 17, going for 18. And you know what? They may have been right when they said, we're going to give Charles 40 and try to shut everybody else down because we think our 12 can outscore their 12.
No, absolutely. And that's long been a philosophy of Cotton Fitzsimmons with almost every team he's played. He really doesn't worry about a superstar beating his team. He worries about the other people beating. Traveling, and the ball on the turnover goes to the 76ers, and Cotton is not happy with that call.
He dragged his foot, no question. When he went up for the shot, he dragged that left foot.
Cotton didn't think so.
Well, players always and coaches never think that they make the mistake anyway. It's always somebody else's fault. And you could see on the replay that he did.
Turner backed up to measure a 3, and he's still on the line. Inside, Mike Jaminski with the left hand. Good move. Started to turn to the middle and then turned back and used his left hand. And Cotton Fitzsimmons continuing to berate the official. And let's see if we get a T here. Cotton was close. Now he turns around.
Trying to get one, isn't he?
Yeah, he wanted one bad. He still wants one. Timeout taken. 3:58 left to play in the first half. 47-39. Phoenix.
It's winter time at your Chevrolet.
Fill it up. Ultra.
At 94 octane, it's the highest under the sun. Sunoco Ultra 94. Nothing's too good for my baby.
3:58 left here in the first half. 47-39 Phoenix.
Nice angle. Take a look at KJ making a nice move. He's got 13 already. Gets by Andre Turner, lays it in. 76ers slow getting over to help.
KJ, 15.
What a smooth shot. Just realized the defensive player went behind the pick that Chambers was setting. Took a little step back, shot the nice little 18-footer. Nice rotation on the ball. I'll tell you what, that's great play.
Hawkins in the paint for Jaminski. And a 3-second violation. Suns get it. And they want to get out and run with it right away. Rambis tried to pick it up and throw it in a la the international rules. Outside, Kevin Johnson again. KJ with 17. And it's 51-39, and the Suns looking for one of those little runs. They don't care if it's a 10 or 12-point run, but they like to put the 6, 8-point runs. And you don't know what hit you.
And there's no way Andre Turner can guard KJ without getting some help.
Andre finger rolls one up, misses. The ball tapped out loose. Still loose, and finally picked up by Hornacek. Running with Kevin Johnson. Dishes, and the layup is good. Jimmy thought there should have been a foul. He thought Hersey was mugged right in front of us, and I would have to agree.
Yep, I agree with that. As the ball came through, Chambers just knocked Hersey across the head, the shoulders, and every place else. The Suns were able to get the ball.
Kaminsky trying to run in, and a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Chambers. Who fouled Kaminsky. At the end of tonight's game, Steve and I will be selecting the Miller Highlight Player of the Game. Look at that pass.
That was a great pass behind the head. That was an excellent pass. Charles Barkley would have had it otherwise, but he realized Charles Barkley was coming over just behind the head. KJ laid it in.
53-39. Sixers trying to put together a run of their own here in the last 2.5 minutes of the first half. Barkley against Rambis. Started to drive, doubled, leans in, and missed it. No rebound, Chambers. Quickly ahead to Hornacek. Rambis. Rambis from outside. Nope, Lang couldn't handle it, and Mahorn the rebound.
Not Kurt's shot, but every once in a while he'll surprise you and knock one of those 18-footers down.
Turner. Hersey alone for 3. The home run caboose.
Good rotation by the 76ers. Realize a double team on the left side. Andre making a nice cross-court pass to Hawk. Good ball rotation.
Rambis from Chambers.
Now that's Kurt Rambis. Going to the basket strong, getting a layup.
Chambers banging Charles pretty good, and they're letting him play. Charles turns the corner on him and draws the foul, and that would have counted had it gone, but it carries away. Charles gets to the free throw line. The foul is on Chambers.
So you can play a little bit more physical if you're Tom Chambers, because you realize the X-Man is on the team, and that gives you 12 fouls at that spot for the most part. Tom Chambers doing a good job of playing Charles Barkley.
Maybe gambling a little bit more.
You're allowed to do that now because you realize that Daniel's over there, and you've got a couple other solid players on the bench.
Well, you got Neely who can come off.
You like it, don't you, Big Ed? I like him as a player.
As a role player. Thanks to Miller Genuine Draft, here's what's on tap at halftime with Neil Hartman. If you are ready to hit the hills for some cross-country skiing, Pat Croce has some tips for you, like to go right off the cliff, on your head. And we'll look at some of the dynamic duos of the NBA, and Neil Hartman has all the first half stats, highlights, and updated NBA score.
So you're right, speaking of duos, you can have KJ and anybody on this team, and he dishes off to Hornacek for the nice shot. He was wide open. One thing that you have to respect KJ, because every time he gets into the paint, you've got to sag.
First 2 of the game for Hornacek. 57-44. Mahorn twisting, turning, nowhere to go. Hersey fakes, blocked from behind. Charles picks it up, and then a whistle and a reach-in foul. The reach-in foul as Charles tried to throw a little pass into the middle, and the foul is charged to Hornacek, reaching in from behind.
That all started. Watch Andrew Lang. Nice, solid defense that time by Lang. But the ball was poked out by Hornacek. Lang doing a good job of plugging that middle up. He's come a long ways. He's starting to look pretty good now as a NBA center.
Well, they just activated him, and obviously Cotton had waited and waited and waited. He said the last time that he had been hurt, they brought him back too soon.
Yeah, he suffered a contusion of the left hand, wrist, forearm. Cut over the left eye.
He got hit pretty good. An alley fight. Didn't sound like he was in a basketball game.
Well, sometimes you're in a basketball game and an alley fight breaks out.
Chambers from the corner. No tap. Lang is good. He's got the roll. Oh, my. 59-46. Lang mistimed his jump and still was able to flick at it. Got a piece of it and knocked it in. Turner blocked from behind. Cut off of Rambis's head to Charles. Bang! Down the well for three. Charles, the last two games, has shot the three pretty well. Made two against Washington and makes one here. 59-49. The Sixers to within 10 with 16 seconds left. Charles with 24 in the first half. Hornacek. Good feed. Rambis. No, he missed it at point-blank range. Sixers run 5 seconds. Hersey stripped and a foul. And believe it or not, Steve, the Sixers have an opportunity here with Hersey at the line to get this down to 8, and I would say that's at least a mental victory, a moral victory for the Sixers going to the locker room at halftime.
Yeah, you take a look at it. Hornacek misses the steal. KJ, as Hawk goes up, fouls him, and you're right. This is going in with an 8-point lead, or down 8 points anyway. I mean, you've got to feel good about that after being down 13 just about 15, 20 seconds ago.
13, and for a while it looked like Phoenix was just going to take over the game. But now all of a sudden you fought your way back and you've got it under double digits at 59-50.
The nice thing about the running game, though, it does allow your opponent to get back in it if you are not scoring.
59-51, and that'll do it for the first half. So it could have been a lot worse, and the Sixers are not in bad position at all as they go to the locker room at halftime. They trailed at one point by 13, and they're down by just 8 right now. That's it for the first half. The score, the Phoenix Suns 59 and the Sixers 51. Stay tuned now for Sixers halftime with Neil Hartman.
We went to the fight capital of the world and asked the
Moving Violations, Monday at 8 on PHL 17.
You're watching Sixers basketball on PHL 17.
We're at halftime. The Phoenix Suns 59, the Sixers 51. In a first half that saw the tempo slow a little bit and then pick up behind this guy.
Kevin Johnson, 19 points. He had a big first half. He was hot. He was 8 for 11. Kevin Johnson coming down on the left side. Gives a little baseline move past Andre Turner. Defense slow getting over. Kevin Johnson, 19 points, 8 for 11. Just like they said in Wild at Heart in the movie. Make me hotter than Georgia Asphalt. I'll tell you what, he's as hot as Georgia Asphalt right now.
What are you talking about?
The movie Wild at Heart. If you've seen the movie.
I never heard of it.
There's 3 people that have seen the movie in Philadelphia right now. They all know what I'm talking about. It's one of the best lines in the movies, of any movie this year.
Well, what the Sixers have to worry about is getting more people involved other than Charles Barkley. Charlie with 24, Hersey with 12, but they only had 6 men score. And the Phoenix Suns, on the other hand, are doing what Cotton Fitzsimmons suggested they would do. He feels their 12 guys can outscore the Sixers' 12 guys, and it looked like it in the first half. They had everybody who played scored. They played 9 people, and all 9 were in the scoring column, and they will bring it up.
It's amazing, isn't it, when you take a look at the halftime stats and see everybody on the board.
Mahorn poked that loose, and Jaminski picked it up. Mike Jaminski, 4 points in the first half. He's 21 away from hitting 10,000 for his career. Barkley raises up from outside and drains that. Charles flashes one in baseline right, and he still has a hot hand.
Hey, you talk about Mike Jaminski reaching the 10,000 point plateau. What's 161 guys have hit that number out of everybody that's played? That's a lot of points.
Sounds like a lot of guys, but it's not.
It's not, really. Good, solid interior defense played by the Philadelphia 76ers so far. Couple blocks. X-Man saying, man, I can't believe this. They had to have got me.
And the officials are saying jump ball.
And good call. Good, solid call by the referee. Take a look. You'll see the block right there. Rick Mahorn doing an excellent job. He had all ball that time. X-Man says, I don't know how you could make that call. You had to have hit me.
McDaniel against Mahorn. Madden puts it in the air. Mahorn wins the tap.
Yeah, you said it right. That there are only 6 guys for the Philadelphia 76ers that scored. It'd be nice to see Ricky Green get on the board. Andre Turner. Both those guys have a Zippo first half.
Hersey drives, goes in. West blocked that. I told you at the top he is an excellent shot blocker. McDaniel down the lane. Runner no. Rebound Charles Barkley. And the foul is going to be on Charles. And I don't like the call.
And you don't mind telling anybody.
No, Charles isn't really going to argue it. But you take a look, judge for yourself. Now watch Chambers. Did he not come at Charles from behind?
Came underneath the arms of Charles Barkley. And you were correct, though.
Thank you. One of the few times. Green, he got it. And a foul. And he is on the board.
And once again, this is one of the things that Cotton is leery about. His team coming out at halftime and not being alert, not being ready to play. They haven't had the concentration as Ricky Green now has the opportunity to pull the Philadelphia 76ers as you take a look at Ricky. A nice drive to pull him to within 5, and he does.
And it goes back, Steve, to what we said. The Sixers just a little run, but they got it down under double figures at halftime. They probably went to the locker room with a little confidence.
Yep.
Hornacek for Chambers. And the lead is 3 now at 59-56. They didn't post the basket initially. Here come the Sixers again. Charles danced away from Hornacek. Unless they make a switch, they got a mismatch, and Charles greens it over Hornacek.
20-second timeout.
And a 20-second timeout taken by Cotton Fitzsimmons, who doesn't like at all what he has watched here as the Sixers have come out with both guns smoking, and they have drawn to within 1 at 59-58. This Sunday night, 10:30. Travel to L.A. with us as the Sixers take on the Lakers. Following Sixers, the pregame at 10, right here on PHL 17.
Take a look at Charles. He turns around after he makes a shot. He's talking to the fans saying, you can't touch this, as the 76ers are on an 8-0 run. Take a look. Charles got a good smile on his face.
McDaniel at the top. Baseline, line drive short, West, and Jaminski and West wrestling with each other, and the foul is on Mike Jaminski. And the Suns will inbound. The Sixers,
42, Mike Jaminski, his first
trailing by 8 at the half. So far have held Phoenix scoreless here to begin the third quarter, and that ball is deflected by Hersey Hawkins to the table right in front of us. And again, the Suns will inbound, 18 on the shot clock.
Not only do the 76ers switch on quite a few plays, but coming out on the sidelines, they are overplaying the offensive players. Rick Mahorn levels Hornacek with the elbow. Hornacek setting a back pick, complaining about it, but a lot of times when you set those back picks and you're starting to make your move defensively, you do not see the player behind you. And consequently, when you're making your move, your first move is to put your elbows up in the air to get your body in motion, and Hornacek caught one on the chin.
Hersey, another near steal. Hornacek from the top, jumper is good. Charles was back for a moment, and they didn't see him. He was behind the defense as Hornacek released the jumper. Charles bolted for the other end. They couldn't get him the ball. 61-58. Mahorn jumper in and out, no good. Rebound, Jaminski. Jaminski hook, follow, no. Yeah, Charles tried to slap at it, and it's out of bounds. Going to belong to the Suns.
Mike Jaminski caught that rebound 2 feet from the basket. Once he made his move, he shot that about 5 feet away. Take it right back up to the hoop strong. Mike, make a little inside move that time.
Chambers for Hornacek. They swing it nicely to McDaniel. McDaniel and West. West in the lane, little jump hook.
Well, he showed that he could come across the middle with a left-handed hook shot. Now he comes across the second half with that little right-handed jump hook. Go either way. It certainly is keeps the defense on their heels.
Suns lead is 5. Green from outside. Kevin Johnson bounced through traffic to West, and he is fouled by Charles.
Now, number 34, Charles Barkley, his third.
Now watch how big West's eyes get. When he goes up and all of a sudden he realizes that Charles is there.
Whoop. You know, he just threw that ball out of bounds. Charles did catch him on the right shoulder there going by him.
If If Charles had sailed on by, he would have. It would have been a turnover.
Yeah, he had his left hand on the right shoulder of West, but you're right. He did get big-eyed when he saw Charles coming up. And take a look at West. He was the only player to play all 82 games for the Phoenix Suns last year.
West missed the first, trying to stretch a 5-point Phoenix lead, and does. 64-58. 8:34 left to play in the third. Sixers with a 7-zip burst to begin the third period. And got it back to within one. Here's Mahorn inside with a nice feed. And it is 64-60, a 4-point Phoenix lead. Hornacek from outside. No. Tap McDaniel. No. Rebound Charles. Charles behind his back. Poked away from behind by McDaniel. The Chambers running in, and he jams with two hands.
Was that an unselfish play by Kevin Johnson? Realized Tom Chambers was coming up on the left side, just kind of dished it off to him, let Tom go in and finish the playoff. That's the type of team play that really builds confidence and gets you moving in the right direction as far as winning is concerned.
Now the crowd begins to chant defense. Kaminsky, low post, kicks it back out. Back to Kaminsky, rolls in on Chambers. Hook won't go. McDaniel, no. Mahorn, yes. And he has it blocked, and McDaniel picks it out of the air. Chambers launches one and buries it. Timeout, Philadelphia. 7:17 left to play in the third quarter. Now it's the Suns who have put together a run. They lead 68-60.
We're rolling. Okay. Here we are enjoying America's game and America's light through. Show them Miller Lite. I'll get a shot. All right. Well, what's this? 45,000 prizes. Scratch it off. We're going to the Super Bowl. Tampa? Tampa! Road trip! We need food and a new car. So which way to Tampa? Follow that guy! Hey, wait up!
Only one beer has your tickets to Super Bowl 25. Look for details wherever Miller Lite is sold.
It's here. It's hot. The year-end sales spectacular through December 31st only. Your Chrysler Plymouth dealers are out to slash their inventory, so they're giving fantastic deals on everything in stock, including Plymouth Sundance America, the lowest priced car in the world with a driver's airbag. Lease one for only $126 a month. But hurry, the year-end sales spectacular ends December 31st.
The Golden Advantage Sales Spectacular is at your local Chrysler Plymouth dealer.
It's out there. Tonight's winning daily number is out there. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and play it. The Pennsylvania Lottery's daily number. It pays to play every day.
On Wednesday, January 9th, Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls are in town to take on Charles and the Philadelphia 76ers. Be there when the Sixers hope to turn them back. Call 336-2000 for tickets. There are still some good seats available.
Been a 9-2 run by Phoenix after a 7-zip run to begin the quarter by Philadelphia. Charles blocked, got it back, and finally was able to get it to fall. 68-62. A game of runs by these two clubs. Sixers jumped out to a lead early. 7-zip to start the ballgame. Kevin Johnson, high arcing shot off the glass as Ricky Green was knocked to the deck.
Yeah, he did a nice job. Kevin did a nice job of getting rid of the defense. Kind of gave Green a little push, got him out of the way, shot it over the outstretched hands of Mike Kaminsky.
Hawkins against Hornacek. Hornacek, good job defensively. Hersey fades and scores. The fall away, Hersey.
You can push a defensive player out of the way, so can I. Hersey using that right arm.
Chambers down the lane, kicks it out baseline. McDaniel, short, rebound, Hersey Hawkins ahead to Green. Green from the perimeter. West the rebound. Charles a steal on the Kevin Johnson pass. 4-on-1. You got to like this number. A bounce to Hersey. Goes up and scores.
Hersey Hawkins from Charles Barkley.
70-66. Little run by Philadelphia. Right within 4.
Game of runs once again.
Chambers blocked by Mahorn, but saved by McDaniel. His fall away, blocked by Hersey. Sixers come again. Hawk takes the 3. Green stripped by Kevin Johnson.
Great anticipation by KJ.
3-on-1. Hornacek blocked by Mahorn and a foul.
Foul on number 44. Rick Mahorn, his third.
Rick has his third on this drive by Hornacek.
Well, you know you're going to get hit if you're Hornacek. You're coming in on that right side. He's had the ball in his right hand away from Rick Mahorn, doing a good job of that anyway as the shot goes up. Rick blocked the shot, but he has to hit body. That was one of the reasons why Hornacek kept the ball away from the defender. Smart player.
Misses the first free throw. 70-66, a 4-point Phoenix lead. Hornacek, who got out of the gate slowly, has 4 points and now 5. Did not score in the first half.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did, too.
You said everybody scored.
He had 2 points. Everybody who played scored. You're right. He had 2. It might as well have not been scored. 2 for Hornacek. He had 5 in the game now. Green. 6 on the shot clock. Hersey. Nope. And the rebound, West. McDaniel. When they can get it out and get it up in a hurry, they're as good as anybody at the league, or in the league, at finding a way to score.
Well, if you take a look at last year's record after 25 games, they were 12-13 after 25 games last year. This year they're 16-9, and you got to owe it because they're pushing the ball up a little bit better, and the arrival of the X-Men.
It was Rambis last year who touched off a run that really got them untracked, and McDaniel has been that trade that has got him going this year. Hornacek a running right-hander that he just looped up over the Sixer big people. 75-66. Now it's Phoenix beginning to pull away with a run of their own. Charles, and they isolate him on the left side. Ricky Green. Way off target, and the rebound comes off to Phoenix. Here they come running again. Kevin Johnson. Hornacek for 3. Nope. And he bricked that off the left side, and it caromed out of bounds.
Ron Anderson in for Philadelphia.
This copyright program is presented by the authority of the NBA and the Philadelphia 76ers. Any rebroadcast without written permission is prohibited. Ricky Green, last 3 games, I think last 5 games, he was shooting 60%. What is he tonight? 1 for 5?
He's been in a streak where he was really knocking down everything as the Sixers would start the ball inside, kick it back out. He was making shots. Hersey couldn't handle it. It hit his leg and out of bounds. Here comes Majerle off the Phoenix bench. Anderson off the Sixer bench. So it is Anderson, Barkley, and Bull with Green and Hawkins in the backcourt. Kevin Johnson, Majerle, West, Chambers, and Xavier McDaniel driving. Majerle, nope. Rebound belongs to Phoenix. McDaniel, he cranks it out near the timeline to Kevin Johnson. Chambers against Ron Anderson. Bounce to West. Loose, picked up by Majerle. Goes up, missed it. Rebound West. He tries to go back up, and it's hammered. And a timeout taken by Phoenix as West was fouled underneath. 2:35 left to play for the third quarter of this ball game. We're in Phoenix, Arizona. The Suns 75, the Sixers 66.
This is 30. Why don't you just give me the last card? I want you to see the professional cue cards they give me for these promos here. Take a look at that. I wouldn't do that for $1 million, okay? All right, $1 million. You know, I was going to put on a duck suit.
We're invading Philadelphia?
I hope the hell somebody's watching PHL 17. Friday nights at 11, it's the Howard Stern Show on PHL 17.
We Brits are learning your American football, right, Joe? Yeah. Right.
The other way! Catch the ball!
After practice, we drink a great American beer. Miller Lite.
Miller Lite, with its crisp, refreshing Pilsner taste, it's everything you want in a beer today.
What are they doing now? They're practicing touchdowns. Who could that be? It's Coach Brown with today's word.
Today's word is transition game.
Ooh, transition game. And you say transition game?
Exactly what I'm talking about. David, you're not a guard. You're going to break. You got to run. Rebound. Running is when you play your leg quickly.
I don't think we're going to have Coach Brown on the show anymore.
If you don't do that, I'm going to have to yell at you again.
FXA 109, South Lot, with your lights on.
Defense has picked up here in the second half as the Philadelphia 76ers have held the Phoenix Suns to just 7 of 21 from the floor, 33%. On the other hand, the Phoenix Suns doing a pretty good job on Philadelphia, 8 for 18, up 44%.
And the rebounds, 38-24, and the advantage, a whopping one, belongs to the Phoenix Suns, as we saw McDaniel get a rebound there and make the first free throw. And the second.
They do pound the board. They especially pound the offensive boards. They're averaging close to 15 offensive boards per game.
77-66. Our biggest lead in the first half, 13. Anderson drills that from outside. 77-68. It really has been a game of runs. We don't want to beat a dead horse, but first it was the Sixers early, then Phoenix, then the Sixers to close out the first half. Marley runner won't go. Bull changed that, and Manute the rebound. And then nowhere to go with the outlet. Finally got it to Hersey. But Kevin Johnson just picked his pocket. Drives, McDaniel trying to jam, and is fouled by Manute.
Exactly what you're supposed to do when you're taking it to the big fella. I'll tell you, you take a look at KJ, such a smart player. You realize he's coming over. Just as Hersey's getting ready to switch hands, KJ's over there on the right hand, makes the snatch. Here's X-Man coming in. He was going to dunk over Manute. Manute says, no, not on me. But that's what you do. You've got to take it right to the big guy. Got a tendency to foul when you do that.
McDaniel makes the first, and it is 78-68. Back to the 10-point Phoenix lead. Crowd hasn't really been able to get into this game because, as we said, it's been first one team with the momentum, then the other. 1 of 2 in a 10-point game.
It is kind of quiet here, isn't it?
Quiet for this building, yeah.
This place usually is rocking.
And they're going to be sold out the rest of the year. We've got every game sold out. Barkley, fall away, nope, but a foul. He looked at McDaniel. McDaniel says, who, me? No, it was my buddy over there, Tom Chambers. And they get Chambers with a foul.
You're right.
McDaniel, did you see him? He goes,
yeah.
No, I didn't do it.
That's team harmony. Take a look at the replay. You see where the foul is. There's Chambers coming over. Gives him a little push, but man, that's a that wasn't much of a foul. Especially when you take a look back in the first period and you realize Chambers clubbed Hersey Hawkins on that one, got him head to toe, and there was no call. Now all of a sudden you come down here and you give a little tap to the stomach, but you see that move a lot when guys take jump shots.
31 for Charles, 32 as he rattles the second one in. 78-70, the Suns lead is 8. Barley to Chambers. Hip dunk is good, but offensive goaltender. In the cylinder.
Yeah.
Philadelphia ball.
Ball is still on the rim. when the X-Man goes up. All the referees had that one. Just showed the replay here on the big screen in the arena, and they disagreed with it, but I'll tell you what, that ball is definitely on the rim.
West snaps down the Ron Anderson miss, and here comes Kevin Johnson again. Chambers with Minute on him. Poked away by Charles. He's grabbed by Kevin Johnson. The boys both free, and Kevin Johnson fouling Charles in the backcourt. Number 2 on KJ. And the 3rd on the team.
Good anticipation. You see Charles coming up from the baseline. Great anticipation by Charles. The ball, no doubt, would have been in Charles' hand for the dunk. KJ just reaches out and prevents Charles from going in and says, you're going to have to earn it at the free throw strike.
And it wasn't the 3rd. They were over the limit, and so Charles would be at the free throw line. The statistician moving up his numbers. He only had 37, and now he's gone to 38, 39, 40. That is number 32 for Charles.
Charles' season high so far this year is 42. Has an opportunity possibly to break that. Doesn't mean much though if you lose.
That was 33 and 34. Let's get it straight.
Are we straight now?
34 for Charles.
Okay.
And we're not yet through the 3rd quarter. Marley flips it off. Chambers stunts it. Marley running down the lane. Then the no look to Chambers for the dunk.
You say 34 for Charles, 38 for everybody else?
Yeah. Green down the lane, blocked by Chambers, laid it off to Charles. He goes up, and that won't go. Minute, and that was blocked off away. And out with it comes Ricky Green.
Pull it back out, Ricky. Good, smart move that time by Ricky Green. Shot clock down to 17, 19, about 2-second differential. Go for the last shot.
Ricky Green, straight up, belt high dribble against Kevin Johnson. Starts to move, beats him with a little change of pace, then threw it away. Chambers runs and guns, and here comes McDaniel, and he jams with 2 seconds left. Minute, length of the floor for Charles, threw it out of bounds, and a holding foul, and that's going to go against Phoenix, and Cotton Fitzgerald is livid and beside himself.
There you go, giving that beside himself again.
He is beside himself. West the foul, and Charles didn't come up with a pass, and a pretty good acting job. And look at Charles. He's kind of like asking the crowd to boo a little louder if they would.
Now, if you remember, Charles really does an excellent job of putting his body between the basket and the defender, giving himself an opportunity to get those long passes on these last-second opportunities. And that time he drew the foul, and he's got an opportunity to pull the 76ers to within 8.
Yeah, to within 8, which is where they were when they began the period. So not a whole lot of damage done, even though there were a couple of flurries by the Phoenix Suns, but nothing that they could sustain. On the other side of the coin, the Sixers haven't really been able to sustain a long run either. But they're within 8 with 2 and 1/10 seconds left. Length of the floor for McDaniel. He fires a 3. It'll count if it goes, and it hits the rim and bounces away. We have played 3 periods, right where we were at halftime. It is 82-74. The Phoenix Suns, they lead by 8. We'll be right back.
Travel One, the official travel agency of the Philadelphia 76ers, with offices throughout the Delaware Valley.
We're rolling. Okay. Here we are enjoying America's game and America's light through. Show them Miller Lite. I'll get a shot. All right. Well, what's this? 45,000 prizes. Well, scratch it off. We're going to the Super Bowl. Tampa? Tampa! Road trip! We need food and a new car. So which way to Tampa? Follow that guy! Hey, wait up!
Only one beer has your tickets to Super Bowl 25. Look for details wherever Miller Lite is sold.
The Sixers regained the home court advantage when they returned to the Spectrum during the month of January. The San Antonio Spurs, Chicago Bulls, New Jersey Nets, Golden State Warriors, and the New York Knicks
You could see the advantage when the Sixers make their stand.
The home court advantage.
Watching Sixers basketball on PHL 17.
It's time for the Miller Lite fourth quarter shootout. Tonight's entry is Leon B. Kajarski Jr. from Wilmington, Delaware. If the 76ers make the first basket in the fourth quarter, Leon will win 2 tickets to the 76ers home game and a 76ers gym bag courtesy of Miller Lite and PHL 17. If the Phoenix Suns make the first basket in the fourth quarter, Leon will still receive a 76ers gym bag for having his name drawn. Enter the Miller Lite fourth quarter shootout. Simply sending your name, address, and phone number to the address on the screen, and watch for your name as Ron Anderson hits the first basket of the fourth quarter. So Leon, big winner out there.
What? Leon who?
Kajarski Jr.
Leon B.
Yeah, Leon B. I'm sorry, there's probably 5 or 6 of those guys out there, Leon Kajarski, but the B really makes it.
Stood for basket, and that's what Ron Anderson made, and it's a 6-point Phoenix lead. The Chambers misses. The Sixers have a chance here to get to within 4. They got to within 1 in the third period. Only see Phoenix pull away again. Anderson with a left hand has just beat the 24-second clock. Manute gobbles up the rebound. Picked it up off the floor, goes up, banks it in. Manute draws the Sixers to within 4. Sixers come out aggressively at the defensive end. Marley bangs into Barkley and an offensive foul.
You don't see that very often, but Charles Barkley will put his body in front of an oncoming player. Take a look at it. Dan Marley picking up a good set of steam. Charles Barkley may be moving a little bit, but the referee said nope, charged into him.
Houston beat New Jersey tonight, 101-99.
Is that a surprise?
No. Detroit beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 97-85.
Team that can barely score 90 points a game.
And the Hawks belted the Boston Celtics 131-114. How about that score?
Looks like it's in Boston.
131.
Atlanta, I'm sorry.
131-114. Rivers 36 and Dominique 31.
So the Sixers have an opportunity to pick up a game on Boston Celtics. Not that way.
Pass thrown away, right to McDaniel. To Marley. Marley to Hornacek. To Chambers. Sabalos. Sabalos just on a... That almost looked like it slipped off his hand, but he kind of flipped it up.
Yeah, see, the double L in Spanish is said with a Y. Sabalos.
You have no clue what you're talking about.
It is.
You have no clue. Yeah.
I'm fluent.
Outside, Hersey, in and out, no good. McDaniel tried to dump it inside. No damage done. Sixers can still get to within 4 here.
Got to come down and get it inside, try to get a play running.
Tough pass. Ricky Green intended for Hersey Hawkins. And they get a break as it hits one of the Suns on the leg, and it's out of bounds. Going to belong to the Sixers with 11 on the shot clock. Andre Turner checks in as Anderson pulls the trigger. Manute was wide open in the middle, so they couldn't get it. 1 on the shot clock. Charles has to crank one up, missed it. Marley the rebound. I mean, Manute was stone wide open.
Got to be ready to make those passes.
McDaniel. Chambers. Good drive, and he can't. Manute thought he was going to the middle, and he went baseline. 86-78, the timeout, Sixers. The Suns out in front with 9:16 left to play.
Life without choices is like a jukebox with one song. But more choices are always at your fingertips. In the Bella, Pennsylvania Yellow Pages, it's got more choices, a lot more, than any other Yellow Pages. No wonder so many of us, 9 out of 10 of us, use it. When it comes to choices, the more the merrier. The genuine Bella, Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bella Atlantic company.
Now back to the 12th annual Toyotathon, coast to coast.
With America's lowest price sedan Tercel, starting at $64.88. Isaiah Thomas?
The view out here, with that price and great gas mileage, that's some deal. That's the view from up here, too. This car's long on value. Well, Squire, things are looking up.
With 13 other Toyota models under $10,000 and a great selection, now's the time to deal. Toyotathon, the event of the year. Don't miss it.
My baby loves to be treated special.
Nothing too good for my baby. Nothing but ultra. Nothing but ultra.
Treat your baby to the power and performance of Sunoco Ultra 94.
Fill it up. Ultra.
At 94 octane, it's the highest under the sun. Sunoco Ultra 94.
Nothing too good for my baby.
Call the Coliseum switchboard.
Don't forget, fans, the 76ers will return home January 12th. Take on the New Jersey Nets, Derek Coleman. Tickets are still on sale at all Ticketmaster locations. Call 336-2000.
You kind of like that gorilla. Yeah, that's the best mascot in the league.
Yeah,
but
the gorilla.
He is funny. What's not so funny is the scoreboard. 86-78. The Suns with another one of those little bursts of theirs. And the timeout taken by Jimmy Lynam. Andre Turner. For Anderson. 3 on the shot clock. Anderson forced it up to beat the clock. Nope. Rebound again to Majerle.
Once again, Andre Turner gets into the paint and passed up the shot. He had a wide open shot. He's got to take those shots.
And he has been, and he's been knocking them down.
Yeah, he's shooting 47%, but I don't know why. I can't understand why he's not taking those shots tonight. He's wide open once he makes that move into the paint area. He's dishing off, which makes his teammates shoot one with 2-3 seconds to go on the shot clock.
Marley's 3 is good.
3-point field goal.
Marley from outside with the shot clock running down at the other end. 9 in the game for Dan Majerle off the Suns bench. Charles spinning, twisting, trying to wheel and deal inside. Nope. The rebound comes off to Chambers, and then to Hornacek running at full gallop. The Bios
Phoenix Suns doing a number on the Philadelphia 76ers as far as scoring points in the paint. Suns have 44. The Philadelphia 76ers just 26. And when you think the 76ers have a good inside game, they scored just 26 points so far.
Barkley again, same spot, bangs into McDaniel, goes in with a left hand and scores. He gave McDaniel a pretty good jolt to the nose and then got the bucket. 91-80. Chambers against Mahorn. And Charles nearly picked it off. Majerle. Cranked out to Chambers. Back in the middle, poked away. Here comes Barkley. Charles against Hornacek. Tried to go to Anderson. He tried to get out of the way. He's ruling he was held. And agreeing with him is Jack Madden. The Sixers are going to get the call.
The young referee had his back completely turned to the play. Jack Madden out there, and he's got to make the call. There's no question. That was a good call. Ron Anderson, the ball comes over. Take a look at Chambers on the top part of your screen. He reaches around and just grabs the right arm of Ron Anderson, pulls him back. You see the referee, he's just now turning around. He was out of position, was not able to see that play.
Good call by the veteran official, Jack Madden.
Take control when you have to.
The guy behind us says they give Barkley everything. Charles wasn't even involved in that. Charles turn around, nothing but net. They'll give him that.
But he's involved in that one.
Yep. Charles with 40 in the game now.
2 away from a season high. The rest of the team has just 42. somewhere along the line, you've got to get some scoring from somebody else.
McDaniel, no. Tap, yes. Ceballos and Chambers slapped at it. 11 for Ceballos and Barkley again. You're right. They've got to get somebody else involved. And this man might be it. Hersey and an offensive foul. On Rick Mahorn. Trying to set the screen. Mahorn trying to pick at the elbow, and here's a look.
See Hawk trying to get into the middle. There's Rick Mahorn. Ooh. Usually Rick throws that little hip in there. I didn't see that hip move at all. That's what I was looking for.
Hornacek against Green. Chambers wide open underneath. McDaniel pumps once, twice, goes up and scores.
Next man catches the ball, and that low close to the basket is impossible to stop.
95-82, timeout Sixers. 5:54 left. The Suns in the driver's seat.
Raycom brings you complete coverage of the 7th Annual Freedom Bowl, December 29th at 8 p.m. Earl Bruce and the tough Colorado State Rams collide head-on with the Pac-10's high-flying Oregon Ducks. Don't wait till New Year's Day for great college football bowl game excitement. Catch all the action live December 29th at 8 p.m. when Oregon and Colorado State battle it out in the Freedom Bowl, coast to coast. The best games are on Raycom.
Saturday at 8 on PHL 17.
Right now, bank on the best in year-end savings from your Quality Plus Ford dealers. Make your best deal now on a Ford full-size pickup. Save big on Ford Ranger. There's even hot year-end savings on the popular Ford Explorer. Your Quality Plus Ford dealer has it all. Cashback savings, finance savings, and option savings. Limited time incentives could save you hundreds more. Savings you can take all the way to the bank.
Your Quality Plus Ford dealer lets you bank on the best.
Who could that be? It's Coach Thompson and my mom with today's word. Today's word is stupid. Ooh, stupid. What's stupid? Not listening to Coach Thompson is stupid. Not listening to your mom.
Place needs to be straightened up. Something's going to have to be done.
Dropping out of school is stupid. Don't be stupid. Stay in school.
Yeah. And another thing.
And always listen to your mom.
Instead of making commercials, you need to develop a hook shot.
Take a look at the bench scoring. The Phoenix Suns bench just crushing the Philadelphia 76ers bench 28-12 as Ceballos has 11. You take a look at Hornacek pushing the ball up. You'll see Ceballos right there coming in, knocking it down. 2 of his 11.
95-82. Sixers go to work following their timeout. Mahorn muscles his way in on Chambers and scores and draws a foul as well. An opportunity for the three-point play here for Rick.
Suns get to a certain point, start pulling away a little bit from the Philadelphia 76ers. 76ers are hanging in there, doing a good job. Take a look at the replay. Ricky knocks one down. He once again has an opportunity to pull the 76ers to it in 10, and he does. Suns can't they can't get a drive going to pull away, and the 76ers cannot get one going to get even.
Yeah, they drew to within 1 in the third quarter and couldn't get anything more than that going. There's a tip to Marley. Nobody blocked him out, and Marley was right there to just push it back home. 11 for Marley off the Suns bench. Speaking of Suns bench scoring. Barkley backing in. Muscles his way to the hole and scores. Well, Charles and Rick combined for 5 points right off the bat following the timeout, and the lead is still 10. Matching his season high was Barkley, 42 now. For CB. Hornacek from outside. Just banked it in from long range.
Must not have been a savings and loan because that bank was open.
9 in the game, 7 in the second half for Hornacek. He's played a little more life here since the intermission. Here's a steal by Hornacek, and he's grabbed by Ricky Green.
Fouls on number 14.
As I said it, he thought, well, I'll do something defensively for you.
For a team foul.
You know, it's amazing when you take a look at Hawk. Hawk had Charles Barkley down low on his side, and he elected to throw it out to Ricky Green. Hornacek was right there to make a steal, but you either take the shot or dump it down into Charles. So obviously you have to realize he's been hot and is having a good game. 76ers are not in sync tonight.
Hornacek forced it, hit it anyway. Hornacek from outside, 101-87. Now the bench has outscored the Suns bench 30-12. They've outscored the Sixers. Green wide open for three. Nope. The rebound slapped up in the air, controlled by the Suns. Hornacek pushes it out. Lang is checked in. McDaniel poked away by Ricky Green, and he's grabbed by Xavier McDaniel.
Fouls on number 35, Xavier McDaniel. His third.
Jimmy screaming for a front court foul.
Non-shooting.
And a non-shooting situation here. 101-87.
Let's see if they try to get the ball into Charles' hand. Once again, let him work on the X-Man.
And it for Hersey in traffic, and he got whacked.
Boy, he did. Ceballos coming up from the baseline. He just hit Hawk across the left side, got him from head to toe.
Hersey Hawkins shooting 2 shots.
Hersey, a couple coming here. You ought to give him 3 for that foul.
Well, he got hit pretty good. He's been getting hit pretty good all night. He got hit by Chambers in the first half. Ceballos right now.
And you give Phoenix credit. I think they've got the Sixers pretty well scouted. They've really done a pretty good job of denying Hersey. He's really had to work for his points. He has 17. And a chance to make it 18.
For Rick Mahorn.
Rick Mahorn comes out. Manute Bol checks back in.
Tom Chambers back in the Suns lineup. For Andrew Lang.
Take a look at the Philadelphia or the Phoenix Suns scoring. They have 7 guys right now in double figures. They really spread the ball out. Everybody has an opportunity to score in Cotton's system. You push it up. If you get out on the break, you're going to get the ball.
He's got guys who will get out and run, and when you do that, you're going to get rewarded.
Yep. Of course, it helps to have KJ on your team who's going to reward you and give you the pass. He's one of the most unselfish players, along with Hornacek, good passer.
There he is running in. Hornacek, he looked the defender off as if he would give it up to Chambers and knocked it down himself. 13 for Hornacek, 11 in the second half. Hersey ducks in, goes up and scores. 103-91. And the Suns want a timeout with 3:03 left, as Cotton did not like that defense that he saw in the half court that time. 103-91 Phoenix. We'll be right back.
Pretend your TV is a beer mug, okay? We're going to pour you a Miller Lite. Ooh, sorry foam got on your carpet. Tilt the TV toward you now and taste why Light is the best beer idea brewing. Great Pilsner taste without the baggage. Can we pour you another? Hey, why not buy 6 more TVs and invite some friends over? Miller Lite. It's everything you want in a beer today.
No one has ever found 2 identical snowflakes. And like the endless variety that covers our mountain, there are almost as many ways to vacation at Mount Snow, Vermont. From free skiing for kids during Teddy Bear Ski Weeks to the magic of romancing with snow, to a 5-day learn-to-ski guarantee, only Mount Snow offers a variety of theme-week vacations. Call 802-464-8501 because nothing mounts up with more variety than snow.
The Explorers explode again for another exciting season of LaSalle basketball at the Philadelphia Civic Center. Speedy Morris's team will be going for their 4th straight conference title and NCAA tournament appearance. You can be there for all the thrills by purchasing tickets at the Civic Center box office, all Ticketmaster locations, or charge by phone. The Civic Center will be rocking when sharpshooting Jack Hurd leads the Explorers against city rival Temple and league challenger Niagara. So be there when the LaSalle Explorers explode again at the Philadelphia Civic Center.
103-91. Phoenix with the lead in the ball. McDaniel, Hornacek, Kevin Johnson, Chambers, and Marley right now for Phoenix. So 4 starters, and Marley, the first guy off their bench, in there. Hornacek for McDaniel. For Chambers, runs in, goes up. Nope. McDaniel, yes. The X-Man off the miss on the drive by Chambers, and a traveling violation on the inbounds pass. And Phoenix gets it right back on the turnover. You see Cotton directing traffic on the sideline. And a look at Jimmy Lennon, who is not, Jimmy is a little disgruntled right now. You make a turnover like that. 105-91. The Suns in no particular hurry right now. The clock is their ally. Chambers. Well, McDaniel, open 17-footer, nothing but net again. McDaniel with 17. 107-91. Barkley drains the 3, his second 3 of the night. Charlie has 45.
He's getting good release, doesn't he?
46 he has.
Really looked nice coming off his hands. Unfortunately, 46 points may not be enough for the 76ers to pull this out.
Well, we got 2 different totals here. One says 45, one says 46. Marley off a nice pass. Manute got a piece of it. And the Sixers have it. 107-94, a minute 40 left. Outside Ricky Green, in and out. Rebound run down by Chambers to Hornacek. To Kevin Johnson. Shovel to Chambers. He ran in and tried to dunk with the left hand and was fouled. Tried to slam it with the... He's ambidextrous, is Chambers. He tried to pound it home over Manute.
Foul number 11, Manute ball.
And here he comes right at you.
Well, got him across the arms.
And the crowd beginning to head for the exits, and a chilly evening here in Phoenix.
Go ahead. Here's a look at our 76ers new player. Mario Ellie?
No, Ellie is how they're going to pronounce it, or at least how he wants it pronounced. Mario Ellie. The newest 76ers. He is 6'5", 210 pounds, out of American International. The Albany Patroons, where he was playing when the Sixers picked him up yesterday, today. Nobody knows. Nobody tells
us anything anyway. So, but he's here.
He is here. Arrived today.
Fire one up.
Jason Williams. Nope. Tap Manute wouldn't go. The Suns will trot it up. A minute exactly left.
Take a look at this series between the two teams. The Philadelphia 76ers do hold the edge, but Phoenix Suns have won the last 4 ball games right here in Phoenix.
Knight from outside, and he drains that. Miguel Knight. And it may be good night. 110-94. Here's a steal from Marley. Hello.
Thunder, Dan Marley. That's how he got his name, playing for the Central Michigan Chippewas.
In that league where they only have one team,
There was only one dunker, and he was the one.
112-94. Outside of the jumper good by Kenny Payne. 112-96. So the Sixers are going to go to 1-1 on this road trip. An OT win against the Bullets. They will lose to the Phoenix Suns. And next up, the Los Angeles Lakers on Saturday night. And of course, we'll have the broadcast for you. Marley for 3. And that's good. A dunk, a 3. Just a little icing.
Yeah.
And the ball game is over. 115-96. And the final score will look a lot bigger than the game actually was, because it seesawed back and forth, and the Sixers kept Phoenix in sight most of the way. But down the stretch, the Suns had too many guns and won at 115-96, and we'll be right back.
Behind the Wheel, brought to you by